started, real quick, you guys are really well-known face-wise as far as TV. I mean, you know, you've done Scrubs, you've seen you on SNL. You guys have done a lot of voice acting too. I know you've done a little bit in the past, and you obviously are your counterpart on FX. Working behind the mic as opposed to on screen, how is that dynamic different, and how has it been for you guys as far as entertainment-wise? Like, how much have you enjoyed it?
How much of what?
How much have you really enjoyed it, being part of this show specifically with its with the zaniness that it is?
Oh, so much. I mean, the world that Justin and Dan have created is amazing, and I love the script. The second I read it, I wanted to be part of it, and I was actually in Canada at my friend's cabin and auditioned over the phone with Justin and Dan.
That's dope.
And then and there's like dogs barking in the background, and like I'm like, shh, I want this job. Dogs, keep it going. And so right from then, it's been so much fun. It's such a creative medium to work in. Like when you're doing animation, you're in this sound booth with the microphone, and you get to try one line like 10 different ways. And Justin and Dan are there directing you, and the show can go anywhere. You know, it's sci-fi, so every time you get the script, it's so cool to see what you get to do that week.
By contrast, my audition was super professional. In a sound booth, you know, with a good mic.
His audition went something like this. Chris Parnell, will you please do this? Will you please do this?
I guess. All right.
So,
how much improv is done on the show between like you guys or even Dan and Justin?
Not that much. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Justin improvises a lot. Certainly in certain episodes, I feel like he's almost just improvising. But I don't feel like I do that much because it's so good on the page. And, you know, and if they have ideas for things, they'll throw them out. If something doesn't sound natural, feel natural coming out of my mouth, you know, you can change words around. They're not sticklers about it. It's great, but it's not Shakespeare.
it's not.
It's not?
No, it's
I'm
not.
not familiar
It's
with
actually
who's
not.
that.
It's not. We'll talk later.
Rick and Morty originally had a 10-episode season on Cartoon Network, and then the 11th episode was added, and then you guys got renewed for season 2. How did you feel when you found out you got the 11th episode and then renewed for season 2? Like, how great is that?
Awesome. I mean, it's like, I love the show. I selfishly wanted it to get, you know, more just so I could see more episodes of it. And, you know, like I actually like love it and watch it. And something that I'm super proud to be a part of. So yeah, I was really psyched.
And I wasn't surprised because they had these amazing ratings, like out of the gate, which was just, I think it's a testament to sort of Dan and Justin's recognizability in this world and the fan base that they already have. But yeah, so it would have been pretty stupid of them to cancel the show.
As voice, go ahead.
Similarly, before the show actually started to air, were you nervous about it succeeding or not?
No, not really. I mean, you know, you do something and you do your best and you hope it goes well, and then it's out of your hands, you know. Yeah. So you hope it's received in a positive way, and
it definitely was.
Yeah, it was. So it was
Fantastic.
like, oh my God, wow.
I gotta ask you guys something. I'm see on Hip Hop Game of Hot 97. Love you guys, girls too. Sorry about that. It's just a general thing. First, for you, you are beyond genius. And you beyond more beautiful in person. I'm trying to tell you that. Like real talk, like seeing you in Scrubs and then seeing you like do Ricky Morty. It's like such a big difference in terms of contrast and performance. What have you learned from your previous, jobs that make you thrive so well in this particular position? Because I think that's genius. Like she looks so gorgeous. It's amazing. Comic-Con, baby.
There's a lot of like tape and things and a whole group of people back there fixing you up. So first of all, thank you. I mean, my first comedy job I was 16 when I auditioned was for the Roseanne show, and I replaced Becky, and so my nickname for the entire Scrubs was Second Becky. They'd be like, "We got Second Becky on set."
Wow.
For 9 years, and so that was like I was such a fish out of water. I had no idea what I was doing. I was terrified, and I would go in and watch John Goodman and Sandra Bernhard and Sarah Gilbert and Johnny Galecki and Roseanne and what they would do with the script from a Monday to a Thursday tape night, and it was such an incredible training ground. I mean, I hadn't really had any comedy training, and it was amazing to watch. And I, was terrible at it, but just to watch them and kind of get to just see what they were doing, and then And then I learned so much from Bill Lawrence, who created Scrubs, and it was, they would kind of incorporate like any weird quirks that we had or things about ourselves, just like my general klutziness that I still don't really know where my limbs are. It was brought into it a lot, and then to do Beth, who is like totally the opposite. Like she's such a strong, like powerful mother figure who just treats her husband like shit, and so to kind of get to do that like is such a contrast, and that's what's so fun about it, is to play something totally different than you've played before.
So I got true to the rumor that Lacey Goranson's going to come on this season to play the fake Beth.
Is there a rumor of that?
There is a rumor.
I didn't even know that rumor. I hope that is true. We didn't get to really work together that much, except for when we were switching back and forth. Sometimes they'd have us like in the same credit tag.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. We got to hang out one night when TV Land was doing something for the whole show, and she's great. I would love that. That'd be awesome. I hope she does.
That's
Can
crazy.
you tell Dan and Justin to write a musical episode for you guys? Is that something you would want
that
to
would be
imagine?
hot.
Is it gonna happen?
I guess it's possible. I
Every
don't know that
show
I
has
see
to have
them
a
doing
musical
that, but that would be fun. I mean,
Oh, I'm in. I mean, I went into acting to be in musicals. Like I wanted to be Eponine in Les Mis, and then when I was in grade 5, which is 5th grade in Canadian, I was in grade 5. Mrs. McKinnon told me and my sister, not for a professional choir, this is like the school choir where you're singing Christmas carols in a mall, and she was like, Chalke girls, just mouth the words for this performance. Like completely tone deaf. And it was right there, I was just like, all of my dreams of Eponine were just like crumbling. I could just see it. So in the Scrubs musical, I am conspicuously absent. Like mouthing those words like so yeah, but yes, I would love it. I would love music. I still sing badly. I would love it.
You have to have a go-to karaoke song, though, no?
Baby's Got Back.
Oh, for real? You that girl, son. Like, I love her.
Is there any?
I auditioned with that song the other day for something with a German accent. I had to sing something with a German accent.
You gotta give us a line.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shakes the house about.
What was the question you had?
I apologize if this was asked already, but is there any kind of characteristics that you relate towards a character in the show? Anything you can
With
relate
Beth?
to with them? Yeah.
I mean,
In Jersey.
I'd like to be a little more assertive, like Beth is in my real life.
I think another thing that you relate to is that in this show there are a lot of different dimensions that they go to and things. And she's
Yes.
from Canada.
Totally. I don't really understand what's happening at this table right now.
It's like you got your own language. And
Like toques, carburetors, parkades. If anyone's from Canada, you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, there's all these words that they use in Canada that you don't realize until you come down here.
Wait, Canada, do you know House Hippo?
Which one?
House Hippo. The commercials they aired them in Canada for children, where it was about a house hippo that lived in house. They called it the North American house hippo, and it lived in people's houses. And then at the end of the commercial, would be like, "Don't believe everything you have on TV."
I feel so un-Canadian right now.
That was always my favorite Canadian reference. That the North American house hippo.
And Degrassi June High.
Yeah.
I love Degrassi.
So, we got one more question. We were told just out of you guys seem to have like really great chemistry, and you do in the show.
good actors.
Right. But out of the show, what are your favorite moments that you guys have had being on Rick and Morty?
You mean like in the doing of it or the watching?
Yes,
of it?
in the doing of it, as you play Jerry throughout. What has been your favorite moment as Jerry?
I don't know if I can pick one, but it's Jerry gets to have some big sort of dramatic, emotional moments from time to time, and those are always fun because that's not something I typically play doing what I do, and so that's fun. That's a nice different thing to try to really ground that and invest in it in such a way that it feels real and has a real feeling to it, and in the context of this crazy universe. It's kind of fun to do that.
Yes, I just
But
have
I'm sorry, we have to cut that. We have to go to
All
the
right.
next table. We need to get everybody their time. Thank you so
Cool.
much.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.